Everyone, today I'll be reviewing this new anime show just dropped on Netflix, Yasuke, starring Lakeith Stanfield. And this is it. Like, when I start watching the show, I had no idea what this show was about. I never actually see trailer for most of the Netflix shows I make review on, so I did not see it. So I had no idea this show was about a black samurai in the ancient history, and I had no idea about that. So I must say, watching this show was quite interesting to watch. That being said, I see many anime show on Netflix because like animes are so easy to watch. You know, they're only, most of them only half an hour long. It's so quick binge watch. You can do most of them. So I did see this show is on Rotten Tomatoes, seating 90% on like the critic score, but the audience score is really low, only 50%. So I see, so I'm guessing this character Yasuke is very popular character that they made anime based on. That's why so many people checked it out, but also gave so low ratings. So I see, as I was saying, many anime show on Netflix. So when this show started, first 10 minutes of this show, especially the anime quality, if I'm being honest, did look very low quality. Honestly, I was like, why, what I'm watching here? It did not look good at all. But after you pass the first 15 minutes for the show, the anime quality and the story and the overall, it does get better. Honestly, I think these people who tune in to see, they probably just tune in to see this because they heard about it and they saw the first 10-15 minutes. They're like, oh, why the anime is so low quality? Yeah, so 10 minutes isn't the great, but after you like watch the first 10-15 minutes, when you go to the next scene, once you see Yakushi in that village, by the way, that village looked really good. The anime quality, I will say, is same as other anime on Netflix. It's not groundbreaking animation like Pixar movies. No, they are not like, mainly because they don't have huge budget, you know. They're making so many anime on Netflix. They do not have this kind of budget to give to every movie. That being said, I still enjoyed this show. I thought this show was really interesting. Especially, as I was saying, I did not know, but like there is a black samurai back then, so it was interesting watch, especially when you find out his history, how he get there, and how his transformation to this person he is, and how his present life, he's struggling with the trauma he had with his master or whatever, and he's trying to overcome that, and then he get to come contact with this girl that he need to protect her, and especially all the other side character. I know there is other story. They're not always interesting, I would say, but his center story, the Yasuke, I found his story is very interesting. And like, although his voice, at first I was like, oh, his voice sounds kind of like, because he's like a traumatized, kind of the experience he had in his life. He's trying to process that. So I like that it started with the very low voice, then it gets up there, you know, as shows goes on. So I really enjoyed this show. Some of the dialogue were like, you know, like one of the person was saying like he never seen his skin color. He was watching him, and like, you know, there's a lot of stuff it says this show. I don't know if this is offensive or not. Let me know in the comment. I was like, oh, what are they saying? Like they're washing this person, washing him to see his skin color. How ridiculous! On the other hand, the time it took place, maybe it makes sense or not. I don't know how people will take this. So I will say overall it was interesting watch for me. Some of the stuff they were saying definitely felt like, oh, what are you saying? But who knows? I'm seeing like many people will not like this show, obviously, on Rotten Tomato, sitting so low score, but I enjoyed it. Interesting watch. As I said, I do check out all the anime on Netflix, and if you are not happy the anime quality, that's how it is on Netflix anime shows. That's how they look, most of them. So I'll say this looks okay. That being said, that's my thought on this show. Let me know in the comment, are you happy or not happy with the show? And if you enjoyed my review, don't forget to subscribe and please take care.